Today we are discussing the role of temples in our society and in our nation. As Foreign Minister, I want to share with you some thoughts about the role of temples in the world, because I deal every day with the world. You all know temples are not just place for faith and worship. They are social community centers. They are places for gathering. They are centers of knowledge, as Nachipanji just said, of culture. They are promoters of arts and craft. They are focus of economic activity. But most of all, they are keepers of our heritage and keepers of our history. They are our way of life. As Professor Krishnakant Sharma said, we will not be who we are without the temples. So, what is today the case? Why is it possible today for us to focus more on temples and understand their importance? First, in the world, there are many ups and downs. Sometimes history has been a problem for us. Today, those circumstances which made temples, the maintenance, the building of temples abroad difficult in the past, that is no longer the case. But at the same time, we have to worry about globalization, that there can be one culture which sometimes may not be understanding of temples, some global culture, but even that is today changing. People are understanding in the world that there are different nations, different societies, different people, different faith, and each faith has to have its place in the world. But we also have to deal with the competitive advancement of other beliefs and other cultures. So how does one respond to that? I want to say to you today, it is not enough just to hold our own. We have to promote, we have to present, we have to take our culture to the rest of the world. So everything that you are doing at home, we have to find a way that this message also goes around to the rest of the world. Yesterday, I spoke at the Kashi Hindu Vishwavidyalaya about what I call rebalancing. How is the world no longer completely Western? The world is today many cultures, many societies, many people. I spoke about political rebalancing, which started after independence. Economic rebalancing, which started when we became economically more advanced. But rebalancing will only happen if there is cultural rebalancing. Our faith, our belief, our culture must get its recognition, must get its due place in the rest of the world. That is our commitment to all of you. Now, what do we do to make that possible? You know, there are temples not only in India, not only in the Indian subcontinent, but in many regions beyond. I had only 2 months ago gone with the Vice President to see the biggest temple in the world, the Angkor Wat temple complex. Today we are restoring and renovating the temples in Angkor Wat. There is a big temple there called Ta Prohm. That also is something we are working on. There is another very famous temple in Cambodia called Priya Vihar. So these are really contributions which we are making outside, because the civilization of India has gone beyond India. So when we are today rebuilding, restoring, re-energizing Indian civilization, our task is not only in India, our task is all over the world. But it is not only where our civilization went, it is also where our traders went, our travelers went, our people of faith went. Some of you may know I was for many years ambassador in China. I have seen the remnants of Hindu temples even in China, in the east coast of China. There is a city called Quanzhou. There are Shaivite temples in Quanzhou.